And here is Greinke, 17-8 for the season, ERA 2.71. He was 15-4 last year, his first season as a Dodger, so he's 32-12 combined, wearing a Los Angeles uniform, unbeaten in his last 8 starts, 5-0 in that span, with an ERA of 2.34 since mid-August. Here's Dee Gordon from the outfield grass. The flip retires Carpenter. Which brings us to a look at the Cardinals, Geico's starting lineup. A year ago, they led the National League in scoring. This year, down almost exactly a run per game. 164 fewer runs this season than a year ago, when they hit an almost unbelievable .330 with runners in scoring position. They have the 3rd fewest stolen bases in the majors. Uribe in fairly close at 3rd. Ouch. And that hit him. And it draws no reaction. Down and in. Just a pitch that got away from Greinke. Guy, as you'll find, behind Clayton Kershaw. Jay is going to break for second, and he's going to make it.
What a great job by John Jay. When you're
of a 6-year deal signed prior to last season with the Dodgers. And he fans Holiday. That one came humming in at 95.
It's the fastball.
Adams rolls one toward Gordon, who's back on the outfield grass, but Matt doesn't run well, and that'll do it for the Cardinals in the top of the 1st. Jay is stranded at second. Dodgers coming up when we come back. 1 deficit against Clayton Kershaw, no less, to win it 10-9. Here's the Dodgers Geico starting lineup. They were 2nd in the National League in runs scored, but that has to come with an asterisk. Number 1, the altitude-aided Colorado Rockies. A Major League best 6 runs per game at home, a Major League worst 3 runs per game on the road for the Rockies. Infield hits 55, bunt hits 20. League star. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
No intention.
Puig was staring Lynn down for a few moments, and now he becomes the 2nd strikeout victim of the bottom of the 1st. Being plonked, Molina took exception to Gonzalez, in his view, not respecting him. He strokes one to center. Back goes Jay on the run and makes a fine play to end the Dodger 1st. No score after 1 at Chavez Ravine. And the 1-2 pitch. In the air to right, closing ground on it is Kemp, and he makes the play.
Tell you what, we've seen.
Now time to go in.
And this ball is hammered to left, but it's going to stay in the yard. Carl Crawford, not quite to the track, makes the catch.
Stay with this guy, or I want to go to that pin.
Wong is jammed. That's a fair ball. Gonzalez has it and takes it himself. After 1.5, no score at Dodger Stadium.
This is the all-star player that we remember.
The ground ball to short. It comes up for Peralta, who takes care of Kemp.
Well, let's take a look at the defense. Chance to look at the Cardinals last night. You got a chance to see Koza at second base, and tonight you got Colton Wong back out there. But this is their normal, their best lineup you're going to have. We watched John Jay run it down in the outfield, and Grutschek out in right field is more of a center fielder. He's got that kind of range, so you're going to see these guys catch the baseball. Both these, it opens up his ability to attack the Dodger hitters.
A little topper. Carpenter comes charging in. Bare hands, throws. Safe.
Lead. Look at the lead Hanley has, because he doesn't want to have a secondary lead that takes him off the base too far.
And that's the 3rd strikeout for Lance Lynn. Looking to cut a ball in the gap off and keep Ramírez from scoring. It's a moot point. 4 strikeouts in 2 innings of work for Lance Lynn. Santa Monica. Wrong song, but one of the reasons Randy Newman said you gotta love LA. Santa Monica Boulevard. There it is, Harold.
Nice. Beautiful.
Oh, that counts.
A pop into shallow right. Kemp coming in behind Gordon, and he takes it.
All right, let's take a look at the defense. You saw Matt Kemp make that catch right there. As you look around the defense, the Dodgers, I think the key is at first base. Adrián González picks everything. He makes all the infielders better. You'll see Hanley Ramírez, if the Dodgers have a lead, remove for Rojas to come in late and play defense. They've got it.
065.
So he's consistent.
So for once, minor league numbers carried over.
Greinke, having little to fear, dispatches him on 3 pitches.
Back to the bench. They're throwing the changeup.
Well, they check at third. And in the opinion of Jerry Lane, Carpenter didn't go, so he draws the 2-out walk.
Now that was it.
Jay, who was hit by a pitch in the first. He laces one, and Gordon leaps to snare it.
Okay, Dee Gordon, a little upset I didn't mention him in the defense. Okay, Bob, you know what he can do? He can get up. Way up. way up. Nice play by Dee Gordon. Opportunity to win, very much like Adam Wainwright does for the Cardinals.
In the air to right center field, John Jay is on the run, and back there is Grichuk, and neither one can get it. And A.J. Ellis stays hot. He's at second, thinks about 3, but then slams on the brakes.
Carpenter in. They're basically saying, we don't think A.J. Ellis can outrun us. Here they come crashing.
He pulls back, and he slaps one to right that drops in front of Jay, or in front of Grichuk for a base hit, and Ellis will stop at third.
That is court awareness. We talked about a great athlete, Bob. You said 328.
And another 2-2 pitch. A slow roller. The tag, the flip. They got the double play.
That's a great play by Colton Wong here in Greinke. More than anything, you don't want him to get hurt. But Bob, replay has come into effect in this series now.
As it should. When you have this technology, especially in the postseason, you don't want to play like that to go uncorrected. And the umpires like it too. You think Don Denkinger doesn't wish they had replay in '85? You think Jim Joyce doesn't wish they had replay when he inadvertently cost Galarraga a perfect game in Detroit? The 2-2 pitch. There is the 5th strikeout of the night for Lance Lynn. And the second time he's gotten Puig. Ripped through the middle, a base hit. Greinke will be able to score easily. The Dodgers will be up 2-0 in the RBI machine. Adrián González comes through again.
You know, slider here.
Shallow right field, Grichuk coming in, and he gets there. So the Dodgers settle for 2 in the 3rd. And looking to even the series at a game apiece, they lead 2-0 after 3. Ahead of Holiday 0-2. And finishes him off. 2 at-bats, 2 Ks for Holiday.
Why not bunt sometimes? Of course, they're actually giving you that hit.
Adams hits one in the air to left center field. And it's Carl Crawford for the catch.
And his points in
velocity during the season just under 92. He's been in the mid-90s tonight. Peralta lifts one to center. Puig has it. Greinke is not allowed a hit through 4. And he leads it 2-0. And the Giants and Nationals are in the 15th. Still tied at 1. Hit sharply, backhanded by Peralta from the outfield grass. He's got him.
We start in a position where we can use the wheel, but we have them hold their ground until they see the bunt square around. There's nothing you can do when he flips it over the infield like that.
Yeah, let's talk about that studying somebody's hitting tendencies right there.
Lynn's 70th pitch of the night, finishes Uribe and finishes the Dodger 4th. Lynn has put 6 strikeouts in the book, but he trails Greinke 2-0. In on his hands. Back to the mound, and Greinke throws him out.
Well, because of the variation of speeds, you're able to get a hitter can be in. That's when you find yourself 0-2, like the Cardinals have done tonight.
And Wong rips one down the right field line, and it's a fair ball for the Cardinals' first hit. He's on his way to second, and he'll stop there with a 1-out double.
Great piece of hitting.
Hard to know when they're pitching and when they're not.
A swing and a miss, the 4th strikeout for Zack Greinke.
And that's the difference.
55 lifetime. He has seen 6 pitches and struck out twice. 5 in the game for Greinke. Reason to cheer at Dodger Stadium. Home team looking to
Situation for the Dodgers. If he can do what he did last time.
He pokes it toward the right side, but Wong is there.
Maturation of a pitcher, one who is finally harnessing his emotions. Bob.
And Greinke with his 2nd hit of the night.
I'll tell you what, Tom, you've been dead on with Mr. Greinke all night.
He's proven that tonight with a pair of singles. Here's Dee Gordon. Hits it toward the middle by the diving Wong. Greinke is around second. He heads for third. The throw from Jay is cut off. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Got him for the 3rd time when he needed it. 7th strikeout overall for Gordon at first. And Gonzalez punches one at a shallow center, and Jay will be there.
They got in on him, and you got the pop-up.
Dodgers threaten, but don't add to their lead. It's a 2-0 game after. Carpenter has grounded out and walked. Hits one softly, but in a good spot. It drops in. It's cut off by Puig. A whirling throw back toward the middle of the diamond, but Carpenter slides in with a leadoff double.
Wow. Couple.
Greinke to Jay. A 1-hopper to Ramírez. Carpenter back to second, and there's the first out.
Take a little off and just put the ball in play.
Holiday fans for the 3rd time tonight. Hit 288 for the year with 15 homers. And he draws the 2-out walk.
Yeah, he decided to try to sneak one by on the inside.
And he gets him swinging, his 7th strikeout of the night. The Cardinals leave 2 and still trail by 2. Kemp hits it toward the hole, and it's by Peralta for a leadoff single.
Look out, people. Matt Kemp is locked.
There's the walk. Kemp can trot into second.
And there's the trust of Mattingly.
The 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. His 8th.
You saw that emotion that Ken Rosenthal talked about.
Well, he struck out twice, so I don't know how confident Don Mattingly would be about that. The runners are not going. A little squirter to the right side. Adams has it, goes to the bag himself. And now it's 2nd and 3rd with 2 out.
4 bases loaded this year. Hitters are batting 100. 2 for 20. Or 2 for 20.
Wow. And Lynn's 114th pitch of the night is bounced slowly to the left side. Carpenter flips to Adams, and they're out of it. The Dodgers leave the bases loaded in the 6th. And it remains a 2-0 game as we go back to our MLB game decided on an obviously missed call, which millions of people see. Molina with a drive to right. Kemp goes back to the edge of the track to take it. 5th. Rolls this one to short. Ramírez. There's the 2nd out.
Yeah, that double you talked about, Bob. I can't.
Again on 2 and 2. Another chance for Ramírez. Hard Cards go out 1-2-3 in the 7th. By Geico. Gonzalez got the win yesterday. As the Cardinals came from behind, once trailing 6-1 against Kershaw, win the game 10-9. Trail here 2-0, bottom of the 7th. Viewed in the big leagues barely a year after being selected. And he gets Gordon looking.
The Nationals rears its ugly head.
The 1-2 pitch to Puig. Well, he struck out 3 times against Lynn, and now Gonzalez ties him in knots. 4 carries.
Remember that.
Gonzalez looking to make quick work of the Dodgers. But Adrián González may have different ideas, but this one doesn't have the distance, and in left field, it's Holiday for the catch. The Dodgers go in order in the 7th. 2 more. Miguel Rojas replaces Hanley Ramírez at shortstop for defensive purposes as we go to the 8th. J.P. Howell out of the bullpen. Oscar Taveras to the plate. Taveras hit just .239 with 3 home runs in 80 games this year.
This guy's in the big leagues breaking in, pinch hitting off the bench.
And that is a fair ball. Rolling down the line, Taveras looking for 2, but after a wide turn, they may get him at first. The throw gets away, otherwise he might have been caught. Taveras asked for time.
It's a big hit for the Cardinals.
Carpenter 1 for 2 with a walk and a long drive to deep right center field, and this is a tie game. Matt Carpenter continues to punish the Dodgers. It took 2 hitters after Greinke was removed for the lead to evaporate. Two doubles and 2 homers in 2 games for Carpenter at Dodger Stadium. Is the culprit. Howell in just 2 hitters. And there's a terrific play by Rojas. The one bouncer to Gonzalez, and Jay beats it. Rojas just into the game for defense. Almost came up with a web gem, but Jay beat it. Brandon League was 2-3 this year. ERA of 2.57. In, as you see, 63 appearances. An all-star with Seattle in 2011. He was their closer then and saved 37 games. Coaches Jose Oquendo. Holiday hits it off of League. Has no play at second. Takes the out at first.
Wow.
That times in the last 15 years. The last 3 years, twice to the World Series. And the one time they didn't make it, they lost in Game 7.
Most of the year. Doesn't mean it's going to work right now.
Peralta to Rojas. They get 1. Do they turn it? They do.
There's the defense. Paid off. I don't know if Hanley turns that.
Rojas sparkled with a glove in this half inning. Well, it was Carpenter who turned things around for the Cardinals with a 2-run homer.
Well, you go in as a defensive replacement. You better catch the ball. He did a nice job.
That would be a good idea. Otherwise, what are you here for? 2 game, and Pat Nechek takes the mound for the Cardinals. Other components in the Cardinal bullpen have fallen off. Trevor Rosenthal still their closer, but not as reliable as a year ago.
His brother works on the grounds crew in Minneapolis, right?
In his home state.
Here's a drive off the bat of Matt Kemp to deep left and down the line. If it's fair, the Dodgers have the lead, and it's gone. J.P. Howell among those perhaps breathing a sigh of relief. He quickly blew a 2-run lead. Kemp quickly puts them back in front. And now Rojas pushes a bunt, and Nechek's throw eludes Adams. So here's Rojas into the game for defensive purpose. The 0-2 to Crawford. He struck him out. What a difference less than 24 hours can make. Gives right-handed hitters fits. Punch towards second. Wong flips it to Peralta, but they can't turn it.
That's a ball, the difference of what their money can do.
Another chance for Wong, and this should end the inning. But the blast from Kemp puts the Dodgers back in front 3-2. In the top of the ninth, Molina, Wong, and Grichuk due up for the Cardinals. Career strikeout rate of 14 for every 9 innings of work. Third best all time, behind Aroldis Chapman of the Reds and Craig Kimbrell of Molina to third base for Uribe. 1 out of the ninth. Not this time. Blew it by him at 96. Jansen trying to finish them off. And he does. 1, 2, 3 in the ninth. 2 of them strikeouts. And they head for Missouri, tied at 1.